Hey guys, welcome back to the Crafty Nook. We are working on a new journal. I started without y'all. I'm sorry. Sometimes you just need to craft in silence. And yesterday was one of those days. So I made a cover. It's one of those fold over ones similar to the Christmas journal one I did. And I'm really loving that style right now. So, this is going to be a sewing themed journal. I joined a swap on Creative Junk Journaling's Facebook group. I'll link them below so that you can join if you're interested. I've done a couple of swaps with them and really enjoyed it. So I'm making a sewing themed journal. The rules are that you have to use a pattern in some way in the journal. And so I have picked this pattern. I've already kind of chopped it up a little bit. This is a pattern from 1987. I've already taken it apart. I originally picked it thinking the yellow would look really nice, but I just don't know how I feel about having a person. I might end up cutting out the dress. I don't really know. But this back is wonderful. I have not quite decided if I want to use this as a page or as collage. I have this lady who I thought would look really great on the front, but I love this piece here on the front. I kind of think it should go like there. And then maybe a book plate or something decorative here. I don't know. So I haven't done anything with her. Let me show you this cover before I get any further. So this is the cover. It is just like a patchwork of different, these are two fabrics that I picked up, or these three I picked up when I went out of town one time. This is a vintage sheet from the Goodwill, vintage napkins, vintage napkin, a scrap that I found in my stash, and a scrap, embroidered scrap that I found in my stash. So I just kind of threw this together, and I love the way it's turning out. I might do some inking around the edges to kind of give it a little more distressed vibe. But I love it. So the inside cover, I'm still undecided on what to do with. I'm wondering if I should like collage some of this stuff and some of the tissue. Like, this has already been cut up, but like, doesn't that look very nice? I just wonder if it'll be too sticky. I don't know yet. I have not decided 100% yet on what I'm gonna do. I like the idea of collaging it with paper, like the outside is collaged with fabric. But I also like the idea of just putting a fabric on it because I don't really want to, I like the idea of seeing these through. So I don't really know. I'm kind of undecided. This is just a file folder that is glued together and, you know, maybe it's two file folders, glued together and cut down and folded with a 1.5 inch spine. I think it's 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 inch spine, and the journal measures 5.5 by 8.5. So I was also thinking I could put her here, and you know, I might actually do that and then collage this kind of stuff on the inside, and then I could collage over the top of some of these like that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, because I have the rest of the instructions that I could collage with, and then I have this I could collage. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna collage with that. Let's see. Okay, so let me show you what else I have picked out for this journal. Let me put this back. I've just got this little thing clipped here because I'm still undecided. Although I do really love it. We'll see. So that's the cover. I have a whole stack of extra fabric from making the journal that I'm going to use. I also have this fabric ruffle that I had made a while ago, and I think it would match. Let me bring this cover back. I think it'll match really well. And then I have this. It's fabric ribbon. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use it. It screams more 90s. So I probably am not going to use that. But I am going to use some of the stuff out of this bowl, because I'm envisioning lots of texture within this journal. Lots of little snippets that have fabric and buttons and all kinds of stuff. And so I have all of this goodness in this bowl already pulled out. I don't even really have to go back to my stash for anything as far as that's concerned. I have the entire pattern, I think. It has been cut. Whoop, whoop. My fan is blowing everything. Has been cut, but I don't think anything's missing. I honestly don't know. Then I have these pages from a 1987 craft magazine. I was going to use them as pages in the book, but I didn't like that. And I didn't really like this either. So I think what I'm going to do is these would make great embellishments, or like, yeah, embellishments in clusters and things like that. Same thing, this, I love that. And then these advertisements on the back I think would be really great. Sewing supplies. And then this was in the pattern, and I thought this would make a great little fold out. And I found this in my stash. It's a blanket. It's a French note card, flashcard. And then this came off of the pattern. I was really thinking I could attach just to the side of a page and make something flip out of it. Like attach it this and it would flip. So there's that. Put these back over here. And then, like I said, I have the instructions. I used part of the instructions as pages. So this is going to be a page. And then this will be a page that folds out big, which I've never really done before, but I think it's going to turn out nice. And so these two are going to make great collage. Then let's go ahead and go through this stack of stuff. Let's do pages first. So I have the 2 pieces of instructions. I picked this one because it says Vogue on it. And then this is from the same magazine that these came from. But I think they'll make great full pages. So this one's yellow. And then this one also has yellow on it, which I think I can cover this part up. But I love that it says Sew and Save. It has a little bit of a pattern here. I can cover that piece up if I wanted to. And then it's got Flower and Garden on the back. So this is 2 pages and this is 2 pages. It's going to be a 2 signature journal, so 1 for each. And then I don't know yet what I'm going to do with this, because I haven't really thought about putting anything else on the back side yet. I just love this lace. And I was thinking I could fold it and then make a little mini journal out of it. We'll see. And then I did print out some stuff double-sided. These 2 pages came out of my stash, and I printed on the back side of them. And then I printed double-sided on these. This I'm gonna do a little craft with me where we kind of make this vintage again and put it in. It says Fabriques de Papier, and I think that's fabric and paper. So Yeah, I thought it would work really good. I can't read anything else. Then this one is just the right colors and I like it. Some kind of membership to a lodge. And that's what I printed on that side. And then I have 2 pages of graph paper. These came out of a reproduction of a 1902 Sears Roebuck catalog. Let me see. This that I got from a family member a long time ago. So I pulled these to be pages in the book. And I'm going to reinforce the spine like I do with my faux distress tape sewing machine. And then some different fabrics. And then I have a whole stack of tea-dyed paper. So these are the pages I'm going to put in. And then next I have ephemera type stuff that I have printed. So this says Fabrique on it again. This is from Raindrop Lila. That's where these came from too. And I just printed some avocado dyed lace paper on the back. These are just some digitals that I had. A set of small tags. These are big tags and these are little tags with some more ledger on the back. Like little journaling cards, which I feel like I should have printed these on cardstock, which I can go back and do. And then some pockets, just cut, fold, and paste. I should have also printed those on cardstock, and I might go back and do that. These are from My Porch Prints, just some floral envelopes. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to use them, but I do have them. This is some vintage French ephemera. Another My Porch Prints, some more ephemera. This is a download that I got from Pinterest. And then this one I also got from Pinterest. I did not expect it to be this big. So once the photo that I saved goes to my Mac, I'm going to print it much smaller. And then in this Sears catalog, I have several things marked. That was just my practice sheet to see if it would fold. So there's some scissors here. These tape measures. This is the sewing machine page. This has got some corsets and thimbles and crochet hooks, needles, safety pins, all kinds of little things I could cut out and use. Menswear. And finally, apparel and measuring, which I thought would be really nice. And then lots of clothing and things that I think would be perfect to like cut up and use. There's lots of little people. I don't know why they look like that. But there's a ton of stuff in here that's usable. And then, last but not least, I've got this little container. Oh, I have these wallpapers as well. And then I pulled out a couple of stamps that I might like to use. I'm not 100% sure that I will, but I thought this was nice. And these numbers. And these horizontal and vertical workroom. There's one that says alterations. Maybe I hallucinated that. Imperfection, or does that just say perfection? I don't know. Maybe I made that up. And then there's this one. All of these are Temu stamps. Then I have a zipper. I pulled this before I decided 100% on my color palette. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I also have these that might go. I'm not sure yet. We'll see when I kind of get closer to making a closure. These might not be the right color, but I have them. I have these butterflies, which I ended up going with the other piece, but I want to keep them out just in case. When I first picked the pattern, it's got that blue on it, so I thought I might incorporate some blue. I might put these up because I don't know that I'm going to use them. And then I have a couple of different laces. I have this. I used part of it for my grandmother's shadow box for her memorial service. And I thought this would also make a really great closure or a nice top to some tags or something. And then, let me get this wrapped up, sorry. And then I have some seam binding and bias tape, which I think match the vibe very well. And I can also use the packaging. And then I did pull this, but I don't know if it's gonna match similar to that pink. And then I have 2 buttons. I also somewhere have some snaps and some safety pins and stuff like that. So all kinds of stuff that I've already pulled to try to start using to make this journal super awesome. So I think for now, let's make some signatures out of this stuff. Let me put this up real quick. Let's make some signatures out of the stuff that I have pulled. Let me put this with these. Okay, that's ephemera. Okay. So first of all, I've got to cut down these signatures. I'm going to save that one out. Not signatures, these papers, because they didn't print borderless. I still have not figured out how to get my Mac to do that. So, if anybody has any suggestions, I use an HP printer with my Mac desktop, and I have not figured out how to get it. I wonder if I should use a craft knife instead of this. I'm worried this might rip it. Let's do 2 at a time. Let's see, because I can always reprint if it doesn't turn out the way I want it. That's not too bad. Okay, I'm gonna do this and then I'll be right back. Okay, I got those cut. They're not perfect, but that's okay. I can ink around the edges. And then this one kind of got hung in the thing, and it actually worked out because I need to distress that anyway. So let's put these signatures together. I'm gonna do one of each of these in a signature. do prefer a guillotine, and that's on my wish list. This did not cut very good. I've never printed double-sided like this for signatures before, and I think I really like it. Kind of gives them a little bit more substance. And this, I printed this on the back side of some isometric graph paper that I have. I just stuck it in the printer, and it turned out great. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. And then 1, 2. I am for sure going to need to reinforce these. Okay, I'm going to fold these. I'll be back. Okay, these are the 2 signatures. Let's see. What do we want? I might want to add some more stuff. I don't know. This is what we have here so far. 15 pages. I wonder if I should do 2 more. That's one. Let's put this one together and see how we feel. I want this one in the center, I think. Okay, let's start with this one. Is that too dark for a signature cover? It's okay, it doesn't have to, maybe I'll do that. See, I wish that the Vogue was on this side. It's fine. What if I did that? Yeah, okay. This one in the middle. Or do I want it in the very back? Let's see. No, I think it works better in the middle. Yeah. And then I do want to add some envelopes and some, maybe a paper sack or something. So let's go get that. I'll be right back. While I was rummaging through my stash, I found some Tim Holtz papers that have some vintage pattern stuff on them, and thought that they might work really well for some things. I also pulled out this vellum because I have an idea of some vellum things. So let me find the one. There's one that has that dressmaker, this one. Let me stick some underneath there. So this one has that on it, as well as that. Like this whole page is like that. And then the thing about the Tim Holtz pads is they have these, they go to different sizes. So you get the big 12 by 12, and then you get a 6 by 6, and so that's this one right here. And then you get 4 by 4 cards. And oh, you get, what is this? 3 by 3s. There's that one. And then you get 4 by 4s, which is there. So I have some ideas with some vellum I'd like to try too. So these are not going to be full pages. These are just going to go, and they're double-sided. These are going to go in the ephemera stack. But I figured I'd show you what I found. I also found these in my tea stained coffee dyed box of stuff. And then this as well. There's a paper bag and then envelopes. So I have this one and I have this one. And then I also have these two. These might make great attachments, like what I'm gonna do with this page, like attach it to the side and then make a flip out. This can attach to the side and make a flip out. So I'm gonna put these with the ephemera, and now I need to decide if I want to do a big envelope or a small envelope, and where. I think, and where I want to do the paper. Or I think I'm going to do this here. So one signature will have a paper sack, and one signature will have an envelope. I could do that, and it'll kind of break that up. And then I could attach something there. My fan is really blowing stuff around. This is the one that needs something. Is this, do I want to do that? Or do I want this as a page? Because if I do it as a page, I gotta put something there. Is this where this fits? Let's do that. And then I'm left with this. Does it want to go into the signature instead of this paper sack? Or in addition? What do we think? Let's simmer on it. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. So these are our signatures. Let's see what how they fit inside here, because these are not even embellished yet. Oh yeah, there's plenty of room to embellish. Yeah. Okay. So this is what we're looking at. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna collage this lady to the inside here. Yeah, that's lovely. Okay. Which I think that I might end up rearranging these because I need to reinforce these pages and then make a bunch of ephemera and cover up some of these images. Might be my best journal yet. Who knows? Ooh. There's some rules on ephemera and stuff inside the journal. I don't know. I don't remember what they are yet, but I'll have to go back and look. So far, this is what we're looking at. That's going to be attached there. Which, let me paper clip this. Right here. There we go. Do I have two? I'm gonna add some trims and things to the edge. Lots of tags. This will probably be the most embellished journal I've made. Need to distress these papers. This pulls out. Yeah, I love that. And then do I want to, oh, that's a perfect fit. Add this here, and then this would flip up, and I could have something on here. Like a little, could make a little notebook situation in there. Could also do it this way, or even this way. Or even this way. I might wait and decide. Those are the signatures. Let's see, what time is it? Let me see if I have enough tape. I think I do. Oh, I'm moving over stuff. Okay. Let me get these. Because I need to reinforce these places. Sometimes this tape does not want to come off. I don't know if it's because I'm using generic paper or what the deal is. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue to them. My daughter and I are going to see SpongeBob the Musical today for Mother's Day. I'm very excited, so is she. And then next week, she is in a play. This is the easiest way I have found to reinforce old brittle pages when you're using them in a signature. However, this tape is giving me trouble today. Just peeled off all of that parchment, or wax paper, I mean. Because you punch through this when you're sewing in your signature instead of the paper by itself. Plus, it looks really nice. See, once we get, look at that. So I do this to all of the old, like the vintage papers that I use. Sometimes I do the entire length, sometimes I just do in thirds. Okay. So I think I'm going to end this video here because the next thing I'm going to do is start doing some embellishments either with ephemera or the signatures. So I'm just going to reinforce these pieces, and the next part will be me doing something else fun. I don't know what that's going to be yet. Really depends on how I'm feeling later. So like I said, I think I'm going to, because I'm fighting with this tape so much, stop this video here and catch you next time. Bye.